I'd like to tell you a little bit about an event that I'm putting on in August 2025. It's an open invitation to my students and also any other musical instrumentalist that wishes to join us. It's going to be a Painful Practiceathon August 2025, in which we are going to put aside 2 hours of our time, which might be in one block or it might be in several. If our lip tires quickly, we might want to do 4 half-hour blocks. The aim of it is, one, it's going to improve some weak areas of your playing, so areas that you know you are weak on but are perhaps too stubborn to tackle them. But more importantly, as an incentive, we're going to raise some money for important charities and new ventures that need our support. So I'm a trustee of a new company called New Cross Arts, which are based in Somerset, and they are a non-for-profit company, and they are soon to be opening a tea room and a shop where adults with learning disabilities and young people with learning difficulties can get some work experience, some guidance and some valuable training in retail and hospitality. So obviously they're just about to open. The outlays have been really vast, kitting out this lovely building with everything needed to open. Obviously the costs have been high, so I thought it'd be a really nice thing to try and help out and bless them by doing a small sponsored event to just raise funds to help to cover some of those costs. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this and how you can get involved. So any time in August, you can choose to complete 2 hours of sort of intense practice. Now, this is going to vary from person to person. As said, you can split that 2-hour block into different portions. If you're experienced, you might want to do it in one block. That's quite a challenge, isn't it? To play for 2 hours non-stop, pretty much. And what we're going to do is tackle some weak areas. So I'm going to give you some ideas. So maybe, I mean, for me, I'm going to brush up on my extended scales. So the low end and the top end of the instruments obviously often get neglected. Can't get my teeth in. So by doing extended scales up and down the ranges, we are going to tackle those areas and they're going to just feel more familiar with some repeated playing. So that's one for me. So some ideas for you. Is your rhythm reading a bit rocky? So what we might do is give you some rhythm exercises to play, or play something with a backing track. There's some great examples on YouTube actually that you can play along with. But again, you know, if you are one of my students, I can help to give you some materials to fill your 2-hour practice-a-thon. So it could be poor rhythm reading. How are we going to improve that? We'll have some materials. It might be your minor scales are a bit rocky as well. They're dodgy. You like your major scales, but you avoid the minors. So you might think, right, I'm going to go round the circle of fifths, painful as it is. I'm going to do A natural minor. I'm going to do A harmonic minor, A melodic minor. I'm going to go to the left. I'm going to do D harmonic minor. Sorry, D natural minor first, probably that would make sense. And then D harmonic minor, and then D melodic minor. You could even use some of that time with some manuscript paper and a pencil to write those out, because physically writing them out helps them to go in. So it doesn't necessarily have to be all playing, but anything that's going to get that concept in your head. You might find you might not be happy with your tuning, so maybe you'll spend your 2 hours playing a lot of music that you already know, but maybe you'll pause regularly on different notes. Check with your tuning app, are you in tune? No. Okay, fix it and carry on. And so keep checking your tuning, learning which notes on your instrument are consistently sharp or flat, and learning different ways to fix it. You might work on your vibrato if that's quite new to you, doing different divisions within a crotchet beat, get your metronome on, things like that, and then using it naturally in a nice slow ballad or something that you've been learning. You might work on technique. So we're all a bit guilty sometimes, especially when we're playing quickly. We'll be doing this, fingers are going everywhere. So maybe we could play some slow things and just work on how little you can move your fingers. You're going to have to play slowly, but then that will help, just being aware of your technique. You might work on memorizing some music using intervals or sequences to, you know, little checkpoints. How do we memorize pieces of music? You might play Happy Birthday in all 12 keys, and then you might play it in the minor keys, which will sound really cool. So using just memory and intervals is another good one. There's so many ideas. What I have produced is a PDF, a sponsor form, which will be in the description, which you can print off. So this will just get you to record your sponsors, and you can put your name at the top. You can enter which charity and charities you wish to raise money for, and an aim to raise amount. So set yourself a goal. Obviously, I'm hoping that you will consider raising money for New Cross Arts, or perhaps 50%. That would be amazing too. So hopefully you will join me in August for our Painful Practiceathon, and we can tackle some issues and make a difference to some young lives around us. Thank you.